I've had the opportunity to serve the Lord in a lot of capacities, and I think the most enjoyable one that I ever had was the chance to teach. And I taught in an academy, grades 9 through 12, and at that academy there was a librarian. And as librarians, a lot of times they have words of wisdom and adages, because spending all that time with all that knowledge that kind of stick with you. And this librarian, Sister Brown, one of the things she would always say is that your attitude determines your altitude. And it's so true. The relationship between what we think and what is. The power of faith. It's found even in this verse for the day in Proverbs 17, a verse that most of us have heard. In Proverbs 17 and verse 22, the Bible says, "A merry heart does good like a medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones." This is speaking to, again, the attitude and how it often determines our altitude. The faith element in healing can be ignored. While it is something that comes from God, while it is something that comes through His Spirit, it is dependent oftentimes on the degree to which we allow it to move, to allow it to work. I kind of liken it to the faucet in our homes, or that faucet is running and it's full of water and it's there, but that reservoir cannot be released until the knob is turned or until the faucet is opened or released. The divine human element of healing is there, that we find our place, the power of our belief, and how what we think is so crucial. I mean, even health-wise, how we think, it impacts us physically. It has impacts on how our bodies operate. And not just how our bodies operate, but on our outlook and on what we can do. Because if we create these ceilings, we tend to live in them. And these walls, we tend to live within them. But if we have an attitude that transcends their situation, you can see a difference. The story of a little boy was in the hospital, and he was very, very ill, and the diagnosis was not optimistic. So his teacher decided to bring him schoolwork. And when the teacher brought him schoolwork, his health greatly improved, and the doctors really couldn't put a finger on what was happening medically, but basically the boy confessed that, well, they wouldn't give work or schoolwork to a little boy who wasn't going to make it. By him getting that schoolwork, it made him see that, maybe I am going to get better. Maybe I am going to survive. And the reason why I need to get ready and I need to take care of my business. I need to go to school, do my classes, because there is a tomorrow that I need to be ready for. And that attitude shift impacted his physical prognosis and gave him a new chance. It gave him a new life because his attitude was changed. His altitude was changed. So friends, remember, that's the beauty of being a Christian. For us, the best is always yet to come. So always believe and know that God heals. So until next time, please remember that change is good.